Man, I think they nailed the flavor of that one. They nailed it. Cinnamon Toast Crunch and black coffee. What a combo. He's kind of side-eyeing that tropical punch, feeling a little insecure. No. Welcome back, everybody, to the latest Freakin' 2 food review. In today's episode, I'm testing out all the new Peeps flavors for 2025 and comparing some of these against the real thing. And later, I've never tried the Cinnamon Toast Crunch iced coffee, which came out, I think, last year. This I'm also comparing against the real thing. But let's get started with these Peeps flavors now. In 2025, Peeps released several new flavors, and I'm gonna try all of them and compare some of them against the real thing. Let's take a look at all the new flavors. This is what we've got. Let's take a closer look. Up here, we've got the Tropical Punch, which was a Dollar Tree exclusive. Over here, Cinnamon Churro, that is a Kroger exclusive, but I got that one at Smith's, which is owned by Kroger. The Peeps Jelly Beans, I believe, came out this year. We have the Breyers Cookies and Cream flavor. That is a Walmart exclusive. Chocolate pudding is available everywhere, and Rice Krispie Treats is also available everywhere. I'm also pulling out an old favorite, which is the Dr. Pepper ones. I've never tried these. I want to try them for the first time here as well. And over here, we've got the Peeps Egg Hunt, which I'm not completely sure what this is, but it looks like these are individually wrapped, I guess, for an egg hunt. But we'll open that up and see what that's all about a little bit later. All right, it's time to dive in now. Since I've done some Rice Krispie Treats recently, let's start with that. We'll try the Rice Krispie Treats Peeps versus the real thing. Now this one should be easy to determine how accurate this is and just how good it tastes in general. So let's crack this one open. Do these benign looking Peeps taste like Rice Krispie Treats? We shall see. It smells like a Rice Krispie Treat. That bodes well. Looking a little closer now, it doesn't really scream Rice Krispies Treats, but I'm not sure how it really could. So I think they did as best a job as they could, so we'll have to see how it actually tastes. First up, Rice Krispie Treats Peeps versus Rice Krispie Treat. Is it a fluffy imposter? We shall see. Here we go. First taste. I can't say I'm getting a lot of Rice Krispie Treats in this one. Let me try this one again. I don't know. Now I'm just eating it because I like them. I don't know, I think because the fact that the Rice Krispie Treat is already just kind of a marshmallow flavor to begin with, it just tastes like a marshmallow Peep. It just tastes like a marshmallow. One more back and forth here. Marshmallow Peep. I don't know. I guess it's, I don't know. To me, I'm getting marshmallow, but I'm not really getting Rice Krispie Treats. So to me, this is more like a marshmallow imposter. It's good, I just don't know how accurate it is. It's like a hint of Rice Krispie Treat, like a ghost. These kind of are ghost-like. It's like when a Rice Krispie dies, it becomes a ghost, where there's a hint of the flavor. That's pretty much all it is. It's a hint, it's a ghost. Not bad, but I have a feeling that some of these others will be more accurate. I hope. Let's keep moving on. Let's try the Cinnamon Churro now. Now, I don't have a churro to compare this to, but I've had many churros in my life, so let's try it out. They look so patient, waiting to get eaten. Oh, there's actually like cinnamon in the bottom. That bodes well, that bodes well. Nice marshmallow interior. Now this one, just by looking at it, I have a better feeling about. I mean, look at all that cinnamon on there. It is just drenched in cinnamon, which is a good thing. I assume you want a lot of cinnamon for this one. Nice cinnamon scent. Here we go. Now to me, that one's much closer in flavor to a cinnamon churro than the previous one. Really, all they had to do was lock down that cinnamon, and it's locked down. It's a mild churro, probably the mildest churro you've ever had before. These are like the cousins of a churro. They're there. I think it's definitely a cinnamon Peep. I'm not sure if you told me beforehand it was churro, I would have thought churro, but it's certainly cinnamon, which is the main ingredient. So to me, this one is fairly accurate. Let's move on now to a little more complex flavor, shall we? Breyers Cookies and Cream. Meet Breyers Cookies and Cream. That's right, we're gonna do a side-by-side comparison of these. I mean, the packaging is close. The packaging, they nailed that. So hopefully the taste is as close as the packaging is. I'm assuming those are gonna be little cookie bits on there. I don't think it's just for show. I think those are actual cookie bits. Let's pull one of these out of here now. Visually, I think they did a good job with this one. It has a cookies and cream kind of vibe to it, so that looks pretty good. Color-wise, it's a little bit yellower than the white of the cookies and cream ice cream. Am I nitpicking? Probably. Let's try the Peep first. Here we go. Getting a lot of vanilla in this one. No brain freeze, so that's a good thing. It's kind of like a vanilla heavy Oreo flavor almost. A lot of vanilla, a lot of marshmallow, not a lot of cookie. Let's try the real thing here now and see what we got. The actual Breyers Cookies and Cream ice cream. Oh man, the cookie definitely is way more cookie. This is more like a cookieless cookies and cream. This is like a blank and cream. What if we try these together? That might be pretty good. Peeps meet Breyers. I think its aspirations of cookie crumbles kind of fell short. That little bit on the outside doesn't really do enough to deliver that actual cookies and cream flavor. It's a very heavy vanilla. It's a strong marshmallow flavor. The cookie part is out the window. It's kind of a gentle nod towards cookies and cream rather than an actual cookies and cream flavor. A gentle nod. Forgot how good this Breyers is, man. I haven't had this for a while. Next up, I'm really curious about this one, which is a Tropical Punch, which is a Dollar Tree exclusive. What's also interesting is all the others are 3 ounces. This is 1.5. Come on, Dollar Tree, man. Give us only half size package here. What do you expect for $1.25, I guess, right? I'm gonna compare this against a Minute Maid Tropical Punch and see how accurate it really is. Let's pull one of these out of here and see what we got. And there we go. It has almost like an orange color to it. Tropical Punch is usually more of a pink or a red, so that may or may not bode well for it. He's kind of side-eyeing that Tropical Punch, feeling a little insecure. Like thinking maybe no one will notice he's not the right color. Kind of has a mild fruity smell to it. This should be interesting. Here we go. That's the most accurate one so far. Dollar Tree came through in the clutch, even though you only gave us 4 and half the amount. The flavor is the most accurate. Very fruit punch tasting like. Let's try it against the real thing now. Back and forth. It's close. Man, I'm getting a lot of sugar today. Let's have these at the same time. In fact, let's dip it in there. Let's do a dip. I'm not sure if my expectations were just so low on this one or what, but to me, this is the best one of the bunch as far as accuracy goes. Maybe even flavor as well. We still got more to try though. Next up, let's try the chocolate pudding. I'm gonna compare that to some actual chocolate pudding. How accurate is this? Let's see. Well, I mean, at first glance, it's looking pretty good. Let's pull one out of there. Sorry, I'm separating you from your siblings, but you gotta go. All right, this one seems to have a pretty good layer of chocolate on it, so that kind of bodes well as well. So let's give this one a taste and see what we got. First up, we're gonna try the Peeps, and then we're gonna try some chocolate pudding. Here we go. That's accurate. That is accurate. I can already tell you. I think the Tropical Punch has got dethroned. This is very accurate. Let me try against the pudding now. Same flavor. It's the same flavor. One more time. Chocolate pudding meets chocolate pudding Peep. I feel like these are progressively getting better as I go. The Tropical Punch and the pudding, nailed it. I mean, your first bite of this, it's one of those snack packs when you're elementary school. It's like you open your lunchbox and the first thing you eat is your dessert. At least that's what I did because my mom wasn't around. Dessert first and everything else later. So you know I like to kind of make fun of some of these more flowery reviews out there. I found another one. This one for the chocolate pudding Peep. This one reads, a potentially odd yet weirdly satisfying feature of these Peeps was that the powdery flavored coating on the exterior of these was reminiscent of the granulated cocoa used to make instant pudding. It left a slightly gritty coating on my tongue, not mine, that had a pleasant mouthfeel as it slowly melted and dissolved. In some ways, the tackiness of the marshmallow actually enhanced this tactile experience by prolonging it and helped to spread the chocolate pellets across my tongue. I cannot quite explain why, but I was a fan. I cannot explain why you have to use that flowery wording for a Peeps review. I'll translate for you. Yeah, it's pretty good. My favorite of the bunch is the chocolate pudding. I had the best for last, and the Tropical Punch was right behind it. The others were pretty good, but not quite as accurate. The last two, very accurate. Let's move on to the jelly beans now. I have no idea what to expect with these. I think they're pretty new. They've got lemon, marshmallow, strawberry, and blueberry. Let's try one of each. Well, I mean, the packaging has a pretty strong, almost a cotton candy smell to it. Let's try one of each. I gotta go with a marshmallow jelly bean first. There is a one of each. We have blueberry, marshmallow, lemon, and strawberry. Let's try the marshmallow first. That's kind of an interesting flavor for a jelly bean. Here we go. It's pretty accurate marshmallow jelly bean. It's kind of weird when the texture is of a thick, chewy jelly bean, but the flavor is of a fluffy marshmallow. Well done, Peeps. Let's try blueberry next. I don't know about blueberry. If I had to guess, I would have guessed mango, not blueberry. Good tasting, not blueberry. Lemon's next. That should be very easy. You can't mess lemon up, can you? Let's see. That just tastes like a chewy jelly bean lemon head. Very lemony tasting, pretty accurate as well. Finally, the strawberry. A lot of times artificial strawberry doesn't taste like a real strawberry. That doesn't taste like a real strawberry, but it tastes like that familiar artificial strawberry we're all used to, like a strawberry soda. So I think that they got the strawberry dialed in as far as the artificial strawberry goes. But to me, the marshmallow was the best of the bunch. Lemon was pretty good too, but I think the marshmallow was the most unusual and probably the most accurate. Next up, the Peeps Egg Hunt. I really don't even know what to expect with these. It says, a sweet egg hunt tradition. Let's see what's in here. So it looks like all this really is just individually wrapped Peeps. I don't think there's anything special about them, just kind of familiar flavors. I guess so if you're doing an egg hunt, you can put it in a plastic egg and not have to worry about it getting melted or anything. Let me just make sure one of these tastes normal. Let's try a regular yellow Peep here. Yep, Tastes like Easter. Yep, that has the sugary, puffy, childhood Easter vibes to it. Now the final Peep I want to try is not a new one. It's from a couple years ago, but I have never tried it myself, and I'm really curious about it. And that's the Dr. Pepper Peeps. Let's give it a shot. The color's pretty close to Dr. Pepper cans, so I'm sure they have certain limitations with their coating, but I think they kind of got the color right. Even though this is the only one that's not new, it's probably the one I'm most curious about because I'm a big Dr. Pepper fan. How accurate is it? We shall see. It's kind of in there somewhere. It's kind of like a marshmallow Dr. Pepper flavor. That's interesting. The Dr. Pepper's way in the back. It's almost like if you put it in the back room and close the door. The marshmallow's in your face. The Dr. Pepper in the next room. Let's compare these side by side now to a regular Dr. Pepper. Peeps first. Dr. Pepper. At the same time. What if I just lick the coating? Because that marshmallow is so strong, I'm just gonna lick the coating. I'm gonna lick it. It's not quite the same. It's kind of close, but it's not quite the same. It's almost like a hint of like Big K or Dr. K or whatever those imitation Dr. Pepper flavors are. That's kind of what it tastes like. It's like similar to Dr. Pepper, not quite Dr. Pepper, and it's way in the back. I think occasional fans of Dr. Pepper will probably like it, but purists may not be convinced. So that concludes my Peeps portion of this video, and I think that of all the things I tried there, I would say that the chocolate pudding Peeps were my favorite, with the tropical punch right behind. But unfortunately for my blood sugar, this ain't over yet. We're gonna try one more thing before we wrap this thing up. And finally, this is something I just had to try myself, and that is the Cinnamon Toast Crunch Iced Coffee. It's an interesting combination, but what my question is it just gonna taste like coffee with a cinnamon flavoring to it, or is there something else? I've got my Cinnamon Toast Crunch here. We're gonna compare them. But let's start off with the Cinnamon Toast Crunch Iced Coffee. Interestingly, when I was looking this up, one of the most common searches was how much caffeine is in here. I don't really see it on the packaging, although someone said 20 milligrams of caffeine, so I'm not sure if that's accurate, but that's what I found. I do like the packaging. Even if it doesn't taste good, just the idea of it is pretty cool. Give it a good shake here. Here we go, first taste. I'm really curious, let's see. I mean, I haven't had Cinnamon Toast Crunch for a while, although I'm about to have some. But my brain is telling me that's pretty close. It is a cinnamon flavor, but there seems a little bit extra. There's a little bit something in there. That seems kind of accurate. We're gonna see how accurate it is right now. And not only do I have some Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but I've got some coffee chilling in my hyper chiller. Let's see how much we can recreate that taste. I got some nice cold coffee in here. I should probably add some milk, right? Maybe I should try it first without any milk. Let's see. Cinnamon Toast Crunch and black coffee. What a combo. Let's try that first. Woo! No. Bitter Cinnamon Toast Crunch. That's a no. Let's add some milk to that. Man, that bitterness just hit my tongue like a Mack truck. Add some milk in there. Let's try that now. I'm getting there. One more milk. Wash it down with this now. That's pretty close. Cinnamon Toast Crunch with milk and coffee. Man, I think they nailed the flavor of that one. They nailed it. As far as I can tell, they nailed it. What if we add this to some of the cereal here? Same flavor. That's the same flavor. I call them like I see them, and as far as I can tell, that's the same flavor. I think they just totally nailed that one. All right, so that was a lot to try out, man. That's probably my lunch and dinner for the rest of the day. And I'm glad I got to try all these out. I would say the Cinnamon Toast Crunch Iced Coffee and the Chocolate Pudding Peeps, those nailed it. The Tropical Punch Peeps were not far behind. The rest were kind of like interesting, but not quite there. But if you've tried any of these flavors, tell me what you think in the comments below. I appreciate watching, and I'll see you next time.